Yes, people, it's your host with the most reported live to you and yours. Another international break. So we dive into England. They just signed Thomas Tuchel, and England hasn't won the World Cup since 1966. They've never won the Euros. Can Thomas Tuchel bring gold to England, people? It remains to be seen. Make sure you smash a like and you subscribe to your boy. We're going to dive into this. It's been an international break, and the UEFA National League games have been going on, and I thought I should dwell on England. Everyone knows Thomas Tuchel just joined the club. Thomas Tuchel, a very massive signing, a big coach, different from Southgate. South Haram, not what he was doing. We all know they got a good coach right now, so there's no excuse for them this time that they're going to say we are not winning, we cannot win the tie, we cannot bring any silverware. With Thomas Tuchel there, I strongly believe that they stand a chance of winning. They stand a chance of winning something, be it the Euros. I know they've never won the Euros. They were runners-up in 2020 and they lost to Italy, and they were runners-up last year and then they were beaten by Spain. But we all know they have a good team, they have a fluid team, and the only thing that was missing was a good coach. How Southgate pushed on for so many years, I didn't know. I think they just begged him because he was one of their guys, but Southgate wasn't the man for the job. From day one, he wasn't the man for the job. He wasn't the guy that was going to take them to the next level. And now with Thomas Tuchel, let's see what he can bring to the table. He just played his first two games and he has won both games, beaten 2-0 the first game, and second game again Lavisia Albania they beat 2-0, and then yesterday they won 3-0. And in total they scored 5 goals. They did not concede any goal. They were very dominant. But in the first game against Albania, he came out, his match press conference, he nailed it, fam. He didn't hide anything. He didn't try to protect any players. He said it as it was. He told people that the wings were not playing very well, which he refers to Marcus Rashford and Phil Foden. He complained about them not playing very well, that the dribbles were not enough, they were not intensive, they were not creative on the ball. He called them up. He didn't take any message. He called them up, and that's what we need. We need to, as he's a very intensive guy. You don't need to have him for too long. He's just going to come in and do the business and go. The more he stays, the more the problems for you. This is his track records everywhere he goes. He's doing like a 2-year contract. He will definitely win something. So against England, with the quality they have, they cannot fail to win anything, because up top they have a lot of options if Saka comes in. But the only issue a lot of people had was his selection. How is Kyle Walker getting into the team? How is the former Liverpool captain, I forgot his name, Henderson, getting into the team? And Brent, I can understand. Brent has been immense at Newcastle, but people like Kyle Walker, Phil Foden, and he did not pick up Gibbs White. That was the main thing with a lot of folks. Why? Maybe he brought these guys just for the thing that they are seniors in the game, and he will need experienced players. That is my only understanding about it. But his press interview, he was clinical. He didn't even try to protect any players, and he called people out because he didn't. But if you saw yesterday game, Phil Foden was dropped, rightfully so, and Bowen started. But Marcus Rashford played very well. He played very well. He was very lively. He tried to cut in. He tried to put some crosses in, and he was very lively. I think Aston Villa has just given him a new life. He's a different guy, and he played very well. And later on, the subs came in and then changed the game. But Reece James's cross, it was immaculate. It was a beautiful sight to see the way the ball just curling. It was a very nice set piece, one of the best set pieces. And there is no better way to announce that you're back in the international break, you're back into the international team, than that, scoring a goal like that. We know he has been through a lot, almost 2-3 years is getting injured, not playing, and only just now that he is starting to get back on his feet. But Thomas Tuchel was not going to leave his boy. And anyway, we all know James is very right. Now you see a different team. There is more energy. They're more on the front foot. and they're more direct. With Southgate, they suffered a lot because Southgate will play a lot of positions, play a lot of players not in their positions. He'll play them in different places. He'll play them not in the right position. But with this guy, with Tuchel, you can see the team's lively and they'll press. But they remain to be seen because they played small teams, They played small teams. They did not even test their defense, Because I think where England is weakest is the defense. Maybe that's where you can catch. But in up top midfield, I think they are solid with Rice. They are very, very solid. You saw Rice, what he's doing, playing in the false 8, going to the spaces, putting in that cross for Harry Kane. He played very well, very, very well. And with Harry Kane up top, one of the best strikers in the world right now, they should win something. They should win something. And if Bukayo Saka comes back, there's a lot of options for England. Basically, there is really a lot of options. So this time they cannot scapegoat to tell us that they cannot win, they did not get it over the line. They need to do it over the line, and it all rests on Thomas Tuchel if he can get it over the line. Like I said, they haven't won since 1966 the World Cup, so it's a very, very big thing. But Thomas Tuchel, he has a good record. He took PSG to the final. He won the Bundesliga, and Chelsea, he won the Champions League, the UEFA Cup, and the Euro World Cup. So he's got a good track record, Thomas Tuchel, and no one has a doubt about him. So this is the thing, but mostly Vokin gave them a C+. But rightfully so, he is right, because they have not faced a very, very strong team. This is just the average teams they've faced, and maybe in the next international break in June, then only they can play a stronger team. But with the small teams, it's really, really difficult to see how they are really standing, because you're playing Albania, you must win. The only big team they're going to play that might just give them a run for their money is Serbia. That is about it. But for now, I think England are looking good, and it's theirs for them to lose. It's theirs for them to lose. If they not win any silverware, it is for theirs to lose at the end of the day. Anyway, people, you thought, let me know about England signing with Thomas Tuchel, how far they can take it. It's your boy Amount. Make sure you subscribe and like and comment and share. We out.